It seems the stomach is much more important than the brain. Unfortunately, no. When it automates the production line without taking your orders, it becomes a nightmare. Nothing happens inside or outside, thoughts still come, and even more thoughts. If your mind cannot stop, you have mind diarrhea. Nowadays, more and more people search for how to lose weight. Weight loss diet and fasting have become a trend. Do you know that traditional practices like Qigong and yoga have talked about fasting for health for over 1,000 years? Today, Western diet specialists picked up that idea and gave it a fancy name, intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting works because it allowed the digestive system to rest by having an empty stomach for as long as your body can take. It's like maintaining a tool. If you do not stop using the tool, it will wear off very quickly. The best way to make it last longer is to let it rest from time to time. Now, lots of people pay more attention to what they take into their stomachs, which is helpful in some way, but they are seldom aware of what they take into their brains. They rarely watch out for what they watch, read, or think. It seems the stomach is much more important than the brain. It might be easy to stop eating for a few hours or even days. But if I ask you to stop thinking, you couldn't do it, not even for a few seconds. Yes, it is almost impossible to stop thinking. Something happens outside, thoughts come. Something happens inside, thoughts come. Nothing happens inside or outside, thoughts still come, and even more thoughts. It's like you own a factory. Your factory has a robust system which can automate production. It is a wonderful thing that you have a highly effective automated machine, right? Unfortunately, no. When it automates the production line without taking your orders, it becomes a nightmare. It keeps producing products, good or bad, everything on automation. You can't pause it. You can't shut it down. It only creates disaster non-stop. Isn't it a nightmare to have such an automated system? Right now, your mind is exactly like that. You see, when you have diarrhea, it may be caused by overeating, which is you're taking too much to your digestive system. If your mind cannot stop, you have mind diarrhea. That is caused by taking too much stuff into your brain. Make sense? So, if you want a healthy body, you do intermittent fasting. If you want a healthy mind, you should do mind fasting regularly. You see, you usually take 3 meals and maybe add a few snacks during the day. But you keep feeding stuff to your brain almost all day long, from the moment you open your eyes till you go to bed. Therefore, intermittent fasting won't be enough for your mind. It's more important to do regular mind fasting. Here are some questions for you to digest. What stuff shouldn't take into our brain to avoid mind diarrhea? What is mind fasting? And how to do it. You are watching Master Dai's nonsense. If it does not make any sense, that's alright. If you want to make sense of life, a little bit of nonsense will help you out. 浑圆灵通，好了。